Hi everybody, Mrs. T here with another book for you. So this week's book is called Troll Stinks and it's by Jean Willis and Tony Russ. So I don't know if you remember earlier this year we read a book called Goldilocks and the Three Dinosaurs. You remember that by Mo Willems? So remember how that book, it's based on a fairy tale, but it's like a modern version. So does anyone remember what that was called when you kind of mess with a fairy tale a little bit? It's called a fractured fairy tale. You know how when you like fracture your arm, it's broken? So a fractured fairy tale is when the author breaks a fairy tale apart and puts it back together. So this book, Troll Stinks, which fractured fairy tale do you think this is? What original fairy tale is it based on? Have you heard of the Three Billy Goats Gruff? So this is an updated version of the Three Billy Goats Gruff who have to cross the bridge. So when authors fracture a fairy tale, when they do their own version, sometimes they change the characters, sometimes they change the setting, sometimes they change the point of view, sometimes they change the ending, sometimes they make the bad guy a good guy and the good guy a bad guy. So while I read this, see if you can notice which things the author decided to change. Oh, and another big thing that authors often like to change when they change a fairy tale is they like to change the message, right? So the message of the original Billy Goat's Gruff, can you think what that message might have been? Remember how the troll is trying to eat the billy goats and each goat is like, wait for my brother, he's even bigger. Is it something about not being too greedy, maybe? Is that what the message is? So see if you think this updated version has the same message or a different message. Shall we see? All right, here we go. Troll Stinks. There we go. You can see the goat has a cell phone. So we know it's an updated version, right? Here we go. Hold it like that so you can see. There was a little billy goat who found a mobile phone, just like the one the farmer kept, and kept it for his own. He hid it from his mum and dad. He knew what they would say. You're not old enough for that. And take the phone away. You see the dad's reading a newspaper called The Daily Goat. Off he trotted down the lane to show his best friend Cyril. They played a funny game and took a photo of a squirrel. They found a ratty scarecrow and they wore his coat and scarf. Then Cyril took a selfie that made the two goats laugh. What would you do if you found a cell phone? Would you take a picture of a squirrel and then take a funny selfie? They listened to some music and then filmed a crazy cow. Hilarious, said Cyril. Billy, what shall we do now? Little Billy thought and said, let's make a funny call. He scrolled through farmers' contacts while they hid behind a wall. You see who's hiding behind the wall? Billy called his brother and he burped a little tune. Then Cyril rang his sister, whooping like a big baboon. They scrolled through all the names. Then Billy's eyes lit up with glee. I've got Troll's number here, he said. Oh, what a laugh! Yippee! Grandpa Gruff says trolls are bad. If one should ever meet us when we cross the old stone bridge, he told me it would eat us. Why do they think the troll would eat them? Because that's the original fairy tale, right? Let's send a message, Billy said. We'll sort out Troll from here for thinking that it owns that bridge and filling goats with fear. What shall we say? Asked Cyril. Little Bill began to text. Get off the bridge, you stink, he typed. Cyril, your turn next. Cyril took the phone and he texted, "Troll is dumb. Your dad has got a warty nose. A moose looks like your mum." Not very nice, is it? The goats grew even bolder as Bill said with a laugh, "I bet Troll's got an ugly mug. Let's take its photograph." Do you know what a mug is? A mug is a face. So if you say someone's got an ugly mug, that means they have an ugly face. "We'll post it on the internet. The foulest face you'll see. That will make the troll think twice before it bullies me." They trotted past the meadow and across the spooky wood and found the stinking riverbank where the stone bridge stood. So there's the bridge from the original fairy tale. "I've set the phone to camera," said Billy with a grin. "When Troll pokes out its ugly head, we will both burst in. Then you can take its picture. You must do it in a flash." "And then," said Cyril. Billy giggled. "Off we dash." They waited for the moment. Then they entered bold and brave. But to their horror, a big bad troll was not inside the cave. Just a tiny frightened troll who looked as sweet as pie, with tears rolling down her face. What had made her cry? "Someone sent me horrid texts," she wept upon her bed. "What wicked monsters would do that?" Us?" the bad goat said. "Why do you hate me so?" she sobbed. "I've never once hurt you. Not every troll eats goats, you know. We trolls have feelings too." "I'm truly sorry," Cyril said. Then Bill said, "So am I. We're really silly billy goats. Forgive us. Please don't cry." The goat kids hung their heads in shame. They put the phone away and played a game called Making Friends, which everyone should play. The end. There we go. That's Troll Stinks. So what do we think is the message of that book, huh? It's not about being greedy, right? What were the trolls doing? So they were kind of, but not the trolls, sorry. What were the goats doing? They were bullying the troll, right? They were trying to make the troll feel bad. Does anyone know what that's called when you bully someone using a phone or a computer? It's called cyberbullying. So this author decided to make a fractured fairy tale about cyberbullying. Pretty interesting, right? I think so. Anyway, so there we go. That's Troll Stinks, which is a fractured fairy tale. I hope you liked it.